The distance between an idea and a finished product has collapsed. Tasks that used to require specialized teams, like building a functioning website from scratch or translating a library of documents, now happen in seconds. This speed has created a digital land grab similar to the early days of the internet. The economic data supports the scale of this shift. AI is projected to add $15.7 trillion to the global economy by 2030, largely by automating about 30% of the hours we currently spend on repetitive work. But that global figure doesn't easily translate to your bank account. If you search for a way in, you're met with a wall of contradictory advice, from starting automated YouTube channels to selling AI-generated art on Etsy. To find a viable path, you have to look at the relationship between accessibility and defensibility. When a task is easy for you to start using AI, it is just as easy for 10,000 other people to start it at the same moment, driving the market price towards zero. AI provides the most value when it accelerates a specific workflow you already understand. Finding your place in this economy requires matching your current skills to the level of technical friction you're willing to manage. This brings us to the AI leverage matrix. The first segment is Tier 1, the creators. This is the entry point for individuals who have strong aesthetic taste but haven't learned to code. You use large language models and image generators to remove the friction of the first draft. You're using these tools to brainstorm course curriculum, outline articles, or generate raw visual assets for a design business. The goal here is extreme volume. By using AI to handle the heavy lifting of production, a freelancer can manage enough projects to reliably reach a $25 to $30 an hour baseline. However, this tier suffers from instant commoditization. Because the barrier to entry is almost non-existent, the market is flooded with generic content that holds very little commercial value. To command a premium, you have to apply heavy human curation. You are responsible for taking the average output of AI and refining it until it meets a professional standard that a client can actually use. In this tier, the AI creates the raw material, but your editorial judgment is the only thing that creates market value. If we move to the center of the matrix, we find Tier 2, the automators. This path is for people who understand business operations but don't want to build software from scratch. Instead of just generating content, you are connecting tools like Zapier, Make, or various APIs. You might build a system that automatically updates a client's inventory based on customer emails. Success depends on your grasp of business logic. You have to identify the specific, repetitive bottlenecks in a company, the boring problems like manual data entry, and map out a way to automate them. This creates a high-demand B2B consulting service. You are selling a solution that saves a business owner time and reduces their overhead, which is far more defensible than selling simple creative assets. The implementation is the easy part. The real friction is the sales process. You have to convince a client that your automated system is reliable enough to handle their internal data. You are asking a skeptical manager to trust your software with their actual customer records and daily schedules. That requires a high level of professional trust and traditional sales skill. For an automator, building the solution is often straightforward. The real work lies in convincing a client to adopt it. The final segment is Tier 3, the builders. This is the path for those willing to work with deep technical logic and actual code. Builders create custom applications and refine large language models for specific industries. You might develop a proprietary tool for a law firm or a complex algorithm for a logistics company. This offers the highest earning ceiling. Because you are creating unique, proprietary products, your work is highly defensible and can command consulting fees of $40 an hour or more. The trade-off is a steep maintenance curve. The underlying AI models change constantly, meaning your custom tools require regular updates and deep technical troubleshooting to stay functional. This technical friction acts as a natural moat. It protects builders from the oversaturation seen in the creative tiers, because very few people are willing to manage that level of complexity. To decide your place, be honest about your primary asset. Sharp eye for design, you belong in Tier 1, scaling creative output. Understand business operations? Move to Tier 2 as an automation consultant. Comfortable with code? Become a builder of proprietary tools. Burnout in the AI economy usually happens when someone chooses a business model that doesn't align with their actual strengths. Success comes from picking the path that matches your current expertise. Regardless of the tier you choose, the basic requirements of running a business remain. You must handle your own marketing, manage your finances, and provide consistent customer service. You also have to navigate new operational hurdles, like setting up an LLC and ensuring your work complies with evolving copyright rules for AI content. View AI as a tool to broaden your existing reach, rather than a shortcut that replaces the need for a viable business strategy. The real winners of this shift won't be those chasing the latest software update. They will be the ones who use these tools to solve the world's most tedious and complex problems.